Ah, it's you. So, you made it. Now, before we go any further, let me make clear that I have no wish to fight you.
Don't worry. We've decided to take you at your word.
In that case, let us begin. Now, to revive the shogunate, we must learn from the West, but also call on our nation's strengths. But we need recruits, be it in the army, medicine, or the martial arts. And that's where you come in. While we must be prepared to stand up to the West, we cannot ignore the needs of our people. That will only aid our foes. Above all, it is cholera which demands our attention. There is an expert in Western medicine working on a cure right now in Kanda. I want to make sure that remains their sole focus. Would you go talk to them? See what you can do. Of course. I didn't expect you to render your services for free. Who are you looking for? I see. It'll take some time, but I'll see what I can turn up. I'm sure I can find at least a few clues while you tackle the work I set you. Quid pro quo, as they say in the West. I'm counting on you to get us the help we need. I'm grateful, but the two of you alone will not suffice. We need large numbers of able swordsmen for an imminent operation. Ryoma, you practice Hokushin Ito-ryu, I believe. You know Hachiro Kiyokawa, I trust?
Yes, we've trained together countless times. I've learned a lot from him.
I want you to ask him to help the shogunate. It seems he is in the Chiba dojo. I sense this request is best coming from you. I see you are no fool. In fact, a French military officer is currently here at our invitation, training our forces in the Western style. The esteemed Admiral Enomoto is grappling with this as we speak, but all is not going to plan. Go to the Hanzamon Gate and lend him a hand. Very well. Please, do not let me down. Now I'm afraid I have other business to attend to. Come and see me once you have done what I asked of you.
Do you mind if I leave the military stuff to you? That kind of thing's not really my forte. Thanks. Don't worry, I won't make you take care of everything. I'll do what I can to help.
What kept you? I'm glad to... Couldn't be happier.
Thank you for coming. It is simply... I see.
You have some kind of beast. Oh. What?
How do you do? What is it this time? All right. Out with it. So, that's how you see me, eh? I suppose we could chalk it up to the times we live in. There are so many challenges vying for one's attention. Hence my constant need for a pipe. I well know tobacco to be an indulgence, but the day I stop smoking it is the day I end up looking more severe than ever. Princess Atsuko was adopted by Lord Shimazu at the age of 17. Since then, she has lived to carry out the duties assigned to her. Immured within the inner sanctum of Edo Castle, she has had to wage a lonely fight for government reform. And her sole consolation is that feline, which perhaps explains the inordinate amount of affection she showers upon it. I see. By your leave.
So tell me, what do you need today? Will there be anything else? Will there be anything else? Of course. So tell me, what do you need today? Do come again.
Come. Oh, it's you. I understand you work for Katsu now. That being the case, there's a duty I would have you perform. I was the wife of the previous shogun, you know. There's no hiding such things from me. But I speak in jest. Katsu serves the shogunate. It stands to reason I have dealings with them. The duty in question is the protection of the shogunate vassals. Following the purge, resentment towards the shogunate has continued to grow. And of late, I've been feeling uneasy. Without definite proof of a threat, however, I can't set people to work. Thus, I would turn to you for help. If you have any other questions, I'd be glad to answer them. I wish I did, but I can't say anything for certain. I'd be happy if it turns out it was all in my mind. So, will you do it? Will you protect our retainers? Wonderful. I can see why Katsu places his trust in you. If something were to happen, it would be after everyone has left the castle. You may stand by in the area till then. It appears I was right to feel uneasy. Katsu's escort has not returned. Deishu Takahashi. He's a warrior of great skill, and I like to think there's no need to worry. Still, we can't afford to lose Katsu. Not now, of all times. I will come with you. As much as it pains me to do so, I must ask her to hold the fort. It be way. But my dress is not suited for the rains. I'm afraid you'll have to give me a lift. Let's go. time I wrote like this, I must have been with my stepfather. Katsu was assaulted at the fireworks display on the Sumida River. He ought to have been more careful. He is a true patriot, you know? We must protect such people at all costs. I figured there'd be bandits along the way. Take care of it.
So you've come to help? My thanks! Those Shogunate cowards are massing together to make a stand.
Don't mind me. Help Katsu!
You're here! How fortunate.
I will cut down all those who side with the Shogunate! No, not like this! I have to do this for him!
I feared the worst for a moment there. Sorry for the hassle. You're from Satsuma, aren't you?
What if I am?
Well, well, this is quite the predicament. If she were to find out about this...
It seems the situation is under control. I'm glad both you and Takahashi are safe. As for the villain... What? Nakamura?
Princess, what are you doing here?
I should ask you that. With Lord E's death, Satsuma should have made peace with the Shogunate. Yet, here you are making trouble.
With all due respect, I think that's a mistake. The Shogunate should not have opened up Japan. It isn't fit to rule. Mr. Saigo would surely say the same.
Imbecile! Daigo I knew would never think of doing something so foolish as attacking Katsu! I won't listen to any more of this nonsense. You'll be dealt with later. Now be gone from my sight! Forgive me. It's just... I wasn't expecting to see a familiar face. Of late, I had been feeling that something was amiss at the residence. In hindsight, that must have been the source of my unease. The blame for this incident lies with the Satsuma. We've caused a great deal of trouble, and for that, I apologize. Indeed. I, too, enjoyed riding with you. I look forward to the opportunity to share a horse again.
So, as to what happens next. It'd cause complications with the Satsuma if we punished Nakamura. I believe it'd be best to simply pretend none of this happened.
As you say. My thanks, Katsu. I must thank you as well. Your service will not go unrewarded.
Ah, it's you.
Hey! Ah, perfect timing. Katsu says dinner is on him. He wants to thank us for all the work we've done. And to be honest, I still have a lot of questions for him. Well, care to join us? Excellent. Let's be on our way then.
Ah, you're here.
So, where are we off to, Katsu? I'm looking forward to this.
I'm afraid my invitation was merely a pretext to ask another favor of you. Mind if we discuss the matter over our meal? Thanks. You can be sure I'll pay you back for this. Everyone good with my usual haunt? Busy as we've been, I haven't eaten there in a while. At long last, the Shogunate fleet's taking shape. Even the crew's beginning to look the part. The hardest part's yet to come, though. There's no shortage of those who say the Shogunate can't be trusted. Hence all these divine punishments. Have you heard? People are taking it upon themselves to punish those who deal with foreigners. Damn fools. They ought to try sinking the black ships that started it all. Hurry it up, will you? What are you staring at?
Ryoma, what are you doing here?
Izo? Ah, I didn't realize you were on duty today.
By your confusion, I'll take it you're out of the loop. On Ryoma's recommendation, I've hired Izo as my bodyguard. Speaking of which, where the hell have you been? Well, now that you're here, you can come along for a meal with us.
Well, what do you think, Izo? Katsu has real vision, doesn't he? Bet he taught you a thing or two.
Indeed, he's a great man. You know, he didn't come from money, had no pedigree. But you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone with a mind as shrewd or judgment as keen. And yet he treats everyone as his equal. Even the lowly people like me. I can't help but feel that if he were to take the reins, the Shogunate would regain its former glory.
Have you lost your mind?
Ryoma, you must help me. Katsu must die, and we must do the deed right now. Go against me, I'll kill you too. The only way to save our country is to bring down the Shogunate.
castle must finally open your eyes!
Your message would get us nowhere! It's a waste of time! My way! The only way! You've taken Master Shoin's legacy and trampled all over it. You'd better pray we don't meet again. Shogunate dogs.
There you go. Ryoma, for better or worse, Izo sees things in black and white. He's beyond my help. He's convinced that because some officials are responsible for the people's suffering, simply killing the right men in power will fix everything.
So, nothing's changed since we were in Yokohama.
Well, he's a cautious one. If your Ryoma seemed even a little bit off, I was sure he'd vanish. Sorry, let's do dinner another day. And I really am going to make this up to you.
Izo's got Master Shoin's teachings all wrong. I thought maybe if he talked to Katsu, he'd quickly realize his mistake. Talking to you always makes me feel better. But I just can't look the other way. It's clear we have to do something about Izo. Far too much blood will be spilled if we leave him be.
Is there anyone with confidence in their martial skills? Well now, a glance is enough to tell me you're made of a stern stuff. Would you care to give my pupil a lesson? Are you ready? Begin! something for your troubles. It seems my pupil still has some ways to go.
Hey!
Hey! You there! Lend me a hand, will you? Sorry for stopping you like that. I promise it's for a good reason. You see, there is this local herbalist who wants to turn himself into a mummy. And he'd like someone to gather materials in his stead. What do you say? A simple job for a mighty warrior like yourself, no? Heavens! I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? The name's Yoshizo Sudo. I'm just your average informed citizen. I love to write down whatever I see and hear. Perhaps you've heard of me? I've got a book series out called the Fujiokaya Diary. In any case, there is all sorts of things required for mummification. Think you could get them for my herbalist friend, huh? It's funny, but he said something about wanting to prove his research. He certainly is an odd fellow, that one. Oh, wonderful! I knew you'd be willing to help. It's like they say, you can always rely on the kindness of strangers. And before I forget, I've written down the materials here on this paper. In the meantime, I'll ask the herbalist for more details.
Thank you. I deal in rare goods. You robbed me of all my stock. But you saved my life, so please take anything you want. Well, maybe not take, but I'm sure I have something you'll want.
What will it be? Is there anything else? What will it be? With pleasure. Is there anything else? Please come again. What will it be? Is there anything else? Is there anything else? Please come again.
Ah, it's you.
Hope you said your prayers. Scholars always needing to learn the hard way, huh? Hey, buddy! This ain't none of your business! You really are a mighty warrior. You're not at all how they described you. I never expected you to be so strong.
Where there is life, there is hope, huh? You really came in the nick of time. But what rotten luck, huh? How are getting jumped like that? Who knows? My herbalist friends never seen them either. They must have mistaken us for somebody else. In any case, I knew that you were strong, but you've surpassed my expectations. Clearly, my eyes did not deceive me. But where are my manners? This is my herbalist friend I was telling you about.
Did you bring me the persimmons and salt I asked for? Thank you. I know it's not much, but please accept this as payment. Persimmon seeds actually help to prevent flesh from rotting. You see, I guess I will soon be proof of that. Indeed. Which reminds me, Sudo, you may write about it in your diary. And tell your future readers to dig me up someday.
Certainly, certainly. I'll definitely include that. And let me thank you also for your hard work. As bread always falls butter side down, you can be sure we'll meet again.
Cough it all up. Quickly.
You there! Over here! Over here! Hey, you're Ronin, right? How would you like to do some work for me? It's nothing difficult. Just a little errand, really. You see, there's a rumor that folk around here are being spirited away by the gods. While I've never been one to believe in such mystical happenings, the fact is a number of people have gone missing. My hunch tells me something is suspicious with a nearby village. What I want you to do is go there and investigate. If I went to my superiors, they'd only tell me to get hard evidence. I have to find a lead first, anything at all. Oh, I have. And too many times, judging by the sidelong looks the villagers give me. I need someone new who won't draw their attention. For a Ronin, you're pretty easy to deal with. You can rest assured I'll make it worth your trouble. Now then, the village in question lies that way. Find out whatever you can about the disappearances. I'm counting on you.
What did you do with the fellow from the other day?
Oh, you know. Put them in the temple storehouse.
You've seen too much. I can't let you leave!
Hey, how did things go in the village? You can take photographs? I'm impressed. With this, even the commissioner would be compelled to get off his rear. I thought something was amiss, but to think that the whole village was involved. One wrong step, and I might have been spirited away myself. Well, now that the mystery is solved, we can lay the victims to rest. I'm sorry I looked down on you for being a Ronin at first. Indeed, I'm glad I asked you for help. Thanks for everything.
it's you. Ah, there you are. I used to come here all the time, you know. But the last time I came, things didn't quite go as planned. If only it were something like that. What I'm saying is, I can't face going in there today. Why don't we take care of something else first? I'm sorry. I'll sort this out. I really will.
Somebody!
it's not much, but please accept this.
Who are you? Why are you here? I wouldn't go that far, but I do indeed practice Western medicine. I see we share the same goal. But unfortunately, now is not the time. Katsu? Ah, the Shogun's man. But look, I need to attend to my own business before we can talk. Simply chatting won't help matters. But since there's nobody else I can ask, I might as well share. Ine Kusumoto. I studied Western medicine, and I'm researching a cure for cholera here. Those suffering with the disease cannot be ignored. But I am yet to see much in the way of success. I've been trying to make medicine, but it all turned out to be poison. And a deadly one to boot. It needs to be properly sealed in a container, or poison gas will escape. The anti-Shogunate folks heard about it somewhere, and came to ask me how to make it. They're up to no good, I'm certain. And they've been haranguing me in my lab ever since. All of my colleagues were terrified and ran off. They sent me a threat this morning. They're planning an attack. But I can't just turn my back and flee. I have to protect my lab. I have. Countless times. But they won't see me. I think one of the officials has it out for me. It's because my father, Philip Franz von Siebold, is a Westerner. And the fact that I, his daughter, practice Western medicine is all the more despised. Truly? Okay, please. That's wonderful news. They're planning to strike when the sun sets. Are you ready? The gates are blockaded, so it will take time for them to get in. Which means they'll likely approach from the rear. I'm counting on you. But please, take care of yourself. They're here. Whatever it takes. We can't let them destroy the lab. There are jars of poison in the garden. Try throwing them at the intruders.
I am the bodyguard, Henry. Cheek.
That was smooth.
Here I come!
What am I doing?
There's more of them. Be careful! They're coming in from the front too. Head over there.
Very nice.
Here I come!
Dr. Kusamoto, you must!
Please, make these people leave!
You! But listen, you're not with us this time.
If you need to interfere, we'll have to knock some sense into you! A lot more than that to stop me! Alright, let's show them how it's done! I hope
Just the other one left!
That's enough for today, I think. I'll be going.
Thank you so much. I am truly grateful to you. Now I can finally go back to studying cures for cholera. Could I ask another favor? Would you be so kind as to track down Dr. Narasaki? He was rounded up during the recent purge, and he's still in custody. I heard he had just come up with a concoction that eased the symptoms of cholera. I have my work cut out rebuilding this medical facility. In the meantime, I would very much like you to speak to him for me. Please do this for me. And if ever you need anything, you know where to find me.
decapitated. We just received word from the Commissioner's office.
But they said my father was about to be released. There must be some kind of mistake. You have to double check.
Even if there has been a mistake, it's too late. His execution will be carried out as planned. Now, if I've made myself understood, off with you.
Oh, didn't expect to see you here. Katsu wanted me to meet Shosaku Narasaki. He's the doctor who supposedly figured out how to cure cholera. But it sounds like they're about to take off his head. Katsu never said a thing about that. It's all very strange. That was the doctor's daughter just now. Better go see what's going on.
That girl there, does she mean to climb the wall?